Hello, everybody. I'm down here. It was too high, so I moved it down and moved it down too low. But you can see me good enough. We're going to work some more on this one tonight. Maybe give it a little more shape and maybe make it a little better. Look a little better. Always have to start somewhere. I'm going to put a little more gray up on the top, away from us. Okay, I made some decisions. Some of them I changed along the way, but I made some decisions to not make this just rain. This is going to be a storm, a thunderstorm. And because we do get those here in Nebraska. And so right now I'm just working around with what I've got on that end. But what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and cover the whole top of that canvas with a rainstorm. And then I'll add in things as I go. I do take a break and I go out and I looked at several videos about rain before I started this. But I don't want it to completely rain out everything on the page or everything on the paper. And so I've been trying to figure out how exactly to make this work. And so right now I'm just doing this, drawing the rain down from the cloud. A lot of that's done with adding white to the gray. There's just lightening it, and then I bring more white down because a lot of them do represent rain with white. And I may add some other stuff with that, or I may reduce it. Like I said, this is new territory for me. But if we don't try, we don't learn. So, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing there. But pretty soon I'm going to make it across there. I think what I'll do is I'm just going to give you some music. Okay, now that I've got that almost finished up there, one thing you notice that it's on the edge there where it's all white. I haven't, that will, once I get this done, what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll match those colors along those that little half inch of panel there. Anyway, yeah, once I get this part done, yeah, I'm bringing big globs of white up, but adding I'm mixing it into the gray and making it a much lighter gray so that it starts becoming more like rain. And then I'm going to be bringing some little streams of water going down to the big uh, long thing there across the canvas. Um, I put that in there to remind me that it is going to be limestone, that there is limestone. So I want to put some limestone things in there, but I've decided I'm going to make that part into a creek. So that's where all these little places that are running along the hills there, and you know, things go, water will go the easiest route. It will follow the easiest possible route. And so that's what I'm going to have several little blue, just, yeah, I'm starting that right now. But I still want to get the hill part kind of redefined in this. And hopefully, that was bristles. I don't know why. It was that one brush I was using, and it just used to be a perfect little thing to use, but now it's kind of become a problem. Anyway, I'm getting these in here so that it just shows the water running down the hill. And so I'm going to need to, I'm going to have to redefine the hills themselves and kind of, even if I have to go back up into the rain that's coming down a bit, I can still make that um, I don't know, make it feel that way, I guess. This is where this area that I'm talking about. It's it's like you're on the highway, but you're up above these, and you look over and you look out at these little rolling. They're actually the tops of hills, but they're just kind of rolling one over, one against the other, and it's all grass and there's I want to get some trees in there and some cattle, limestone rocks, obviously. It's now limestone is not just pure limestone. Even if you go by a limestone house, it's it's got other things in there. There's bits of sandstone and there's even bits of flint. And okay, I'm stopping here for tonight. I'll let you see where I'm at. This is just running down the hill from all the rain. Trying to add some. A lot of them do use white for rain. I don't know. I think wetting my finger and or the brush maybe, and just kind of doing a little bit as it's coming down, because it's not completely there yet. I may have to paint over some stuff, but that's how it goes sometimes. Anyway, what I still need, I decided I'm not going to put that limestone house in, because I don't want it to really break this up. What I want to do is, well, I do want to define the hills a little more, but I want to start putting in limestone rocks, and they'll be in the creek as well. This is muddy. Now I made that muddy because I could probably add a little mud into some of these too, but right now I'm just kind of taking the mud from the creek, and so, and I gave it some embank, just a short little bank there, and I might even, work some gravel or limestone into that. Oh, right now I'm a little overwhelmed at the moment, because I've watched several different videos or parts of them, and everybody has their own approach. So I am, oh dear, I'm going to keep working at it, but I'm going to quit for tonight. I'll do some more kind of looking, because this is a storm. This isn't just a slight spring rain. This is a storm that I'm painting here. I don't know if you can see all that. And I will be adding lightning. I do have some metallic silver that I might just use to crack that lightning, and because it actually does paint pretty well. The metallic silver does. But I want to put some trees in, some animals, and there's a lot to do yet. But this is it for tonight. I need to gather myself and figure out where I'm going to put what, and just kind of unwind, because when I'm overwhelmed I don't do a good job. But I think I'm okay for now, but I do need to evaluate. So yeah, I did turn the lights on back there, the brighter ones, so that it would maybe show better. And I know a lot of it still looks like a kind of a mess, but that's something I'll be working out as I go along, because right now this is a learning process for me. So I love you all. Smile and wave. There's yours. Go out and share it. And we will see you again tomorrow with another session. I can't think of a word. Another session on this painting. Love you all. Good night.